can't believe it. I can't believe it. Football, blood hell.
Welcome back to FPL Bloody Hell. It's been a bloody bloodbath, or it's been a bloodbath of a season so far. Not too good in rankings, guys. Fell to about 2 million, 1 million, say. Moves not working out, player injuries, minus to Estupinan. इसलिए I've here put 90% loading on the wild card. I think अभी मुझे गेम वीक 8 के पहले नहीं करना था, but I feel this will most likely happen before the international game, the break. I don't believe that there are always injuries in the international break, but looking at the injuries we already have, and if these players come back after the break and we have fresher injuries for players who are in your wild card draft right now, that's what worries me, right? But okay, let's see. Let's look into this episode. Before we go ahead, make sure you already have joined our mini league. The code is right here. Now let's get into the episode. So transfer tips, obviously, if you've already wildcarded, don't want to wildcard for sure. Game week 8 wildcard draft again. A few iterations, guys. Patience. Game week 8 captaincy. There is a case Son versus Haaland. Obviously, और injuries तो सब जगह पे है, right? So injuries के लिए we'll have to figure out कि वो hit लेके is it worth it to push wildcard to game week 10 या game week 9? Can you survive with just one hit? Maybe it's not so bad. wildcard की अभी ज़रूरत नहीं है. तो ये सब हम डिस्कस करेंगे थोड़ा आगे जाके. Let's look at my team currently, where we're at right now. Also, before we go ahead again, sorry, एक ही चीज़ बताना चाहूँगा कि if you feel कि आपको थोड़ा FPL में ज़्यादा मज़ा ही करना है and people take it too seriously, videos are making it too serious for you, guys, सब वीडियो छोड़ दो, do whatever you feel like, take a hit or two, it works out, it is fun, as long as you know what you're doing, it is fun. People ask you Haaland, no Haaland draft, क्या फ़र्क पड़ता है? कुछ नहीं यार, we know Haaland is capable, कभी भी 4 गोल मार सकता है एक गेम में, तो you know the downside. और आपको लगता है कि नहीं Haaland नहीं करेगा and you want to take a 1 week risk, keep money in the bank to get him back, ऐसे मस्ती करो यार, don't be too fixated on what people are doing. If you want tips, videos like this are there for yourselves. मज़ा करना है तो मज़ा करो यार. There's nothing hard and fast about FPL. End of the day, make sure you're having more fun than you're being more bothered. Let's look at my team now. So Johnston in goal, Udogi, Kabore, Dan Burn, Rashford, Bowen, Mbuemo, Salah, Saka, Haaland, and João Pedro. Archer on the bench, Botman, Estupinan दोनों injured है. Botman could be back in game week 9, ठीक है. Technically on paper, guys, I can survive this week. ठीक है, एक free transfer, Saka या Rashford to Son, Madison, either or. -4 लेके I can take both of them out and get Son and Madison in against Luton. लेकिन कभी कभी यार वो थोड़ा पहला जो गेम वीक में पहला फिक्सर रहता है ना अर्ली किक ऑफ का, वो एक सुपरस्टिशन है. दैट्स व्हाट आई एम वरीड अबाउट अगेंस्ट लूटन कि व्हाट इफ दे जस्ट कीप डिफेंडिंग और व्हाट इफ दे पुल आउट अ मिरेकल गोल इन द फर्स्ट 5 minutes. तो not sure that -4 they're worth it. What if Rashford finally shows up? Manager has backed him in the press conferences. He said that I think the goals will come. So looks like he's not going to be dropped. And Brentford themselves struggling. So a lot to think about over there. Saka looks like he'll start. I mean, Arteta's trying to play mind games, but Southgate ने already लिया उसको England squad में. Maybe preemptively saying that if he's even remotely fit, I will take him. Maybe he'll come back from there. मालूम नहीं है. So these are the things I'm wondering about यार. लेकिन जाओ पेड्रो been a frustrating one यार, क्योंकि यूरोप में गोल मारता है, यहाँ पे खेल के 20 minutes में आके असिस्ट मिलता है लेकिन not enough points. This is where I told you in the game week 7 review video जो 3 दिन पहले किया था. This is where my season has gone wrong, going for Salah too early, even though he's got points, missing out on Son, Madison, and missing out on Alvarez. वो वहाँ पे दोनों combined that 35 points is what kept me in a poor start this season. ठीक है, enough to fix it. There's a wild card for a reason. Am I 100% hitting? I don't know, which is why I said 90% loading over there for the ones who've been asking me. Now let's look at the live transfer page, see what we can do over here in terms of changes without a wild card, without a hit or with a hit. Let's see. So Estupinan and Botman obviously red flagged over there. Yeah, obviously Kabore against Tottenham, not ideal starter. Neither is João Pedro or Archer in this team. ठीक है, अभी समझो साका actually नहीं खेला या bench से he didn't start. Maybe he's just not fit actually. Then one of Archer or João Pedro who I don't start will come off the bench. Not ideal situation, guys. Not what I want to see happening. ठीक है, तो that's what my worry is. So let's say I take out my one free transfer. कैश लेके आता हूँ. Obviously popular defensive choice. Aston Villa doing very well. Wolves, West Ham, Luton, Nottingham, Fulham. ठीक है, so good fixtures over there. 4.9, 0.2 added to my bank, 1.3. एक free transfer में this is what I can do. I think this is a logical, sensible move. अगर जो वापस हिट लेना है, लोग लास्ट वीक हिट वर्कड आउट क्योंकि स्टर्लिंग डिडंट प्ले एंड केम ऑन येलो कार्ड 0 पॉइंटर. ठीक है, तो हिट वर्कड आउट ओवर देयर. बोवन मेरे टीम में अगेंस्ट न्यूकासल. आई फील न्यूकासल आर सॉलिड. न्यूकासल कैन डू वेल बट कुड हैव ऑल्सो बी हंग ओवर PSG के विन के बाद. तो मे बी वेस्ट हैम कैन स्निक इन अ गोल और टू. ठीक है, तो बोवन लुक्स मोर लाइकली. बोवन वर्ड. तो इफ आई टेक अ -4, do I take out Rashford? क्योंकि next week Sheffield है. By next week I mean the next game week after the international break. Do I take out MUSCM and aim for getting in Madison? That was a possibility yesterday, guys. लेकिन unfortunately Madison is no longer 7.9. Madison is 8. This was my ideal -4. कि even if I don't have Son, Madison आ सकता है against Luton. But I'm 0.1 short of this. That leaves me another option. If I still want to do -4 and I still want to sit with an Aston Villa defender, I will then have to look at Pau Torres. Sorry, पहले fixture दिखा दिया. Fixture तो मालूम ही है. 4.5, that leaves enough money in the bank. ठीक है. If I want Madison and I don't want Mbeumo instead and I want to keep Rashford, यहाँ पे यही है. अगर जो वो नहीं करना है, ठीक है, तो then it's pretty straightforward. I get cash in over here. Cash को रख के I can get in Son. With a -4, this is achievable. Now again, is the hit worth it? Rashford could score 10 pointer there, -4. Son scores 10-10. Most likely I'll be in deficit. Depends on how well Cash does. Okay, Cash also concedes no sure shots, options there. Okay, I feel it's not the worst idea, guys. Okay, if you're like me or still like, that's something 90% there. अभी कुछ मालूम पड़ा कि Saka is not only starting, then we're in trouble. Now, also problem क्या होता है? If I wait till last minute tomorrow, Son's price could go up again. ठीक है, Cash's price could go up again. Trippier's price could go up again. If I'm wildcarding and then my wildcard draft I can't afford him. I'll show you my wildcard draft too अभी. क्या करे फिर वहाँ पे? It's confusing one to wait till tomorrow, but I feel I don't know, right? I'm still missing Alvarez यहाँ पे, and why will I now wildcard irrespective of trying to do this with -4? Alvarez still I don't have. Diaby नहीं है. Bruno Fernandes नहीं है, who's doing well. Rashford नहीं होगा, तो one United asset will be missing. Watkins. So I feel कि यार बहुत players missing है अभी भी यहाँ पे. Lacking a double Newcastle defense. Should I keep Botman 1 week then, even on the wild card? वही सब बहुत सोचना है. तो if you're confused like me and then looking at wildcarding or not wildcarding, अभी मैं आपको wildcard draft बताता हूँ. Wildcard draft, 0.9 in the bank over here. Turner, Areola in goal, obviously. Johnston out, Areola in. Trippier यहाँ पे लाया हूँ. I've taken down Botman to Taylor, Burn in the team, Udogi there, Kabore there. Neto I've got in instead, ठीक है, instead of Saka वहाँ पे. Salah रहने दिया है. Son instead of Rashford, Bowen as it is. Alvarez यहाँ पे आया. Haaland is still there, Archer is still there. 0.9 like I said in the bank, guys. ठीक है, अभी even Watkins is 8, I can't afford him. I don't know if I want Watkins only if I can get Diaby into this team. Now Diaby is 6.7, we don't know if he's going to start. I can easily leave out Mbeumo and keep Diaby here. Price point issue नहीं है. If we know he's going to start, that is. ठीक है, it's a big one and we won't know if he's going to start because they're going to play on Sunday. तो problem वो ही है मेरे लिए कि when on Sunday they are before Arsenal and City. No team leaks before the deadline. ठीक है, and this episode will be going out 3 hours before the deadline or 2 hours, so to help you with quick deadline picks. So no team leaks over there. We don't know what is going to happen. Tough one there, right, to keep the injured player. Let's say he doesn't play. ठीक है, क्या कौन आएगा मेरे लिए off the bench? One of my defenders, Taylor, Archer. Again, after wildcarding, not ideal. मुझे वही थोड़ा doubt है. One of the reasons why I'm like, maybe go for another player. Yeah, leave Mbeumo. United are struggling. I've taken out Rashford. Mbeumo could also score a goal even if United wins. Lot to think about over there. Mitoma मुझे चाहिए यार. Mitoma is still highly owned, 42%, 41%, but now getting him in, I'd rather get him in if I keep Mbeumo in a week or two from now after the City and Liverpool game than get him right now. Yes, Mitoma scored against Liverpool twice last year, I think in both the games. FA Cup and I think the league game. लेकिन now on wildcarding, I don't know. That's how I want to set my team. Okay? And Neto is a good price gap filler. Villa, Bournemouth, Newcastle, Sheffield, Fulham after Spurs. Not the worst fixtures, थोड़ा form में है. But if you ultimately want to save, right, in midfield, a lot of people are doing this. You can go in for a Chelsea player who's injured 4.3. Now, what this does is wildcard pay gives you more options. Abhi MUSCM can suddenly also become Madison. You can also keep Rashford, by the way. And here for me, if you don't have Rashford already, you can keep Rashford against the 2 games that are coming. You get extra money to get in. You get extra money to get in Watkins if you don't want to have Alvarez over here. That's what downgrading that player goes to. But remember, your bench will still have Archer, a cheap midfielder, and most likely 2 cheap defenders from which one will start. Because it will be a 4-3-2 of you will be starting a 4-4-2, right? So वहाँ पे वही होगा. In that 4-4-2, Trippier, Burn, Udogie, and one of Kavore or Taylor. I'm not convinced there. Okay, now let's say I get Alvarez back in here. I still have 2.3 in the bank. Then a Taylor can become a cash. यहाँ पे थोड़ा ज़्यादा convincing लग रहा है. Okay, I can do this. Now the flip side is I can go sideways to DRB, Membu, my news आया तो next week. I can go to Mitoma. Abhi, if Saka is fit and you want Saka in your team, because Arsenal's fixtures are also pull up right now. Arsenal इसके बाद Chelsea, Sheffield, Newcastle, Burnley, Brentford, Wolves, Luton. Maybe Chelsea won't be a bad game for Chelsea, but you know, Newcastle छोड़ के again not a bad run, right? If Saka is fit, do you want to go without Saka? And I don't have enough money to get Saka in. These are my few doubts that I have. Yeah, it's what's keeping me from wildcard button पे hit नहीं किया अब तक मुझे, right? मैंने. Now, alternatively, you don't have to go for Trippier, although he is highly owned, guys. You know the risks again without going without him, and that's fine. You don't have to always go for highly owned player. 44% owned. If you have Dan Burn only, you're okay. ठीक है. Let's say वहाँ पे instead I get Arsenal defender from next game onwards. You can get a Gabriel in, ठीक है. Then you have enough in the bank, guys. Then you can keep. Yeah, to just show you, I have Saka at 8.5. You then have Cash, Burn, and Udogie as the starting players. Then you have Taylor over there. You have a starting lineup. So you can keep Saka, but again, this is what I'm telling you, ki itna confusion. There's always that 1-2 player positions I'm not sure about. Should I keep Saka, take out Saka and not have enough money for him, keep Trippier or go without Trippier? I think I'm finally coming to the point where I feel that if I go without Salah now, I will punch myself. So I feel Salah is going to be in any of all my drafts. But coming to the point, then again, I don't have my Aston Villa attacker. So these 4 things are what's on my mind. Hopefully by tomorrow, by when this episode is out, which is tomorrow, but before the deadline, and we have most of the news, most of the press conference have come out. जो भी injury update है, I've given it to you all. Hopefully I have a better idea by then. But by and large, this is what for me a good wildcard team would look like. I feel this could, like I said, also be Madison and sorry, the Estupinan लाया हूँ. Let me just go back to what I was showing you earlier. Just one last time. I don't want to show you a half-ass team. यहाँ पे Mitoma भी आ सकता है, but I don't know if I want Mitoma against Liverpool. ठीक है. So from now I'm just leaving Neto, or you can have any other place for the midfielder. You can go for Word Prowess over there. ठीक है. अगर जो आपके पास Madison यहाँ पे है and you went in early and you have money in the bank, this could be a Word Prowess too because you can't afford Bowen. Please remember that. Bowen, sorry. Ideally ऐसे कुछ लगना चाहिए. And नहीं, I want, and you're saying no, I want Ollie Watkins. See, in my team, because I'm going in late for players, I don't have team value. And if you're like me, you don't have team value, then you cannot afford this. But if you do, okay, guys, you can go down to a cheaper midfielder instead of Neto. You can do someone cheaper than Trippier also. You can maybe go in for a share and at least be like 6 points to मिल रहा है if you're confident about the clean sheet. ठीक है. उसके अलावा you can also possibly look at, like I said, take your 4-pointer down to a Taylor if you don't already can. There are ways you can do that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in for this episode. Thank you for following Football Bloody Hell, for subscribing to the channel. If you like the video, please subscribe to it if you already haven't. Video पे likes छोड़िए. Go check out the videos as well. We will be doing more non-United with Manchester United videos very soon. And if you have any other feedback for us, please comments my chodi and we'll happy to get back to you. Also leave your teams if you want in the comment section or on our social media handles, and we will try to help you with that too before deadline. Best of luck for this game week. Hopefully it's a good one for you, me, and everyone else. Cheers.